Hogwarts Legacy Explanations. Hey, my first time posting on here, so not sure of the usual etiquette, but spoilers ahead. I've got some frustrations with Hogwarts Legacy and its ending and wanted to vent, maybe even perhaps be corrected if I've misunderstood something. I'm an absolute sucker for a good storyline and never been much of an online gamer. Always preferred a good story, and overall I love the attention to detail and the storyline. It's been the best in my opinion since GTA, so here goes. I've got a few questions. What is up with the ending? When I bought HL, I wanted to go bad and thought you could go full dark wizard mode, storyline included. I appreciate they maybe didn't want to do that in the first game. And if they make a second, I hope it continues on and you can start based on the choice you made in the previous game. But seriously? We spend all this time doing these trials, learning about the magic. I chose to go bad and take it for myself. My eyes glow red and then nothing, no more from the keepers. No new dark magic to show? Such a disappointment. I feel like the showdown with Ranrook was a bit of a letdown once I was grabbed outside Ollivander's. I was expecting a cinematic cutscene, instead I'm dropped straight into a fight. And I didn't even realize Ranrook was there once we appeared. I just had a load of randomers attacking me. Maybe it's a small detail, but I felt like it just lacked a bit. Professor Fig's death felt a bit lackluster and emotionless. Just feel like my character could have shown a bit more emotion rather than just a gasp. And what is with the weird dynamics of climbing and jumping? Sometimes I can climb an 8-foot wall, other times I can't jump on a rock or over a wall or fence. It was all a bit random with no clear indication of what was climbable and what wasn't. This is a small detail, but Harry Potter did have a fair bit of romance in some aspects. Yet there was no option in this game to have a partner and develop relationships. I'm not being weird. I wasn't expecting an Assassin's Creed level of romance with the ages and all, but just some basic level. I was also frustrated with the lack of overall character development in terms of the responses you give. I would have loved to see different stories unravel as you make different decisions. I know that probably takes a ton of dev time, but it's just me being picky. I'd love to be able to replay the game and get an almost totally different story and outcome. FYI, I've not yet completed the game. I'm sitting at level 27 and just finished the main story quests. So a few more to add. No sign of Quidditch? Not so far anyway. I also noticed a few times the game seemed to take over on responses you would give, especially to Sebastian Sallow. For example, there was a moment where I wasn't given a choice how to respond and my character just had a go at Sebastian for rushing into a fight, even though that's what I would have wanted to do myself. Sometimes there seem to be gaps in the story too, like after you kill Ranrook. I don't recall telling Natty, but she knows and is just not that fazed by it. And as for Harlow, I used Avada Kedavra and instead of killing him, it just zapped all his health and then he was arrested. Again, just a bit of a disappointment. I also never heard anything else from Adelaide after saving her uncle. And lastly, I promise after all the adventures with Poppy, I have one more left, I think. It would have been awesome to be able to show her the room of requirement and all the beats I've saved. Being the animal lover she is. I know it seems like I'm being an ungrateful sod for overall what was a great game. And I've absolutely loved the majority of it. I really hope they make a second with some improvements. Someone please correct me if I'm wrong or I've missed something, and feel free to share your thoughts too. Question from user Medium Weather 9942 at Hogwarts Legacy Gaming at Reddit. Answer: if you choose not to keep the magic for yourself and make the good choice. There is a more emotional moment regarding Fig's death. Answer from user Shenanganwagon at Hogwarts Legacy Gaming at Reddit.